All right, we are going to head to the world of Alien. Please welcome a man who knows a lot about this game because he's one of the developers, Alistair Hope from Creative Assembly with Alien Isolation. Alistair, this game I played a few weeks ago, and it has such a different feel to it when you play it because there's definitely stealth, but it haunts you. I think all the press when we were playing it at the pre-E3 week. It's just such a different experience. So tell us a bit about it, and tell us, first of all, I guess, what we're seeing here, because this is a game, it's really about sort of the hunt, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of completely new approach to the Alien games within the Alien franchise. You know, This is a game much more about survival than about killing. And as you can see here, that it's, the player is constantly being hunted by this really dynamic and reactive creature that's not running under any kind of prescribed paths or AI.
Right.
It's using its senses to try and track you down, which means that every time you play, it's kind of like a live encounter, which I think keeps that tension flowing, keeps the blood pumping.
So tell us about the difficulty of this. That obviously with stealth, there's always the question of sort of the trial and error. I mean, how do you make it so it's difficult for players but not frustrating?
Well, I think that is absolutely one of the challenges, and at times through development, we managed to make it almost completely impossible for us to play. But I mean, one of the things, it becomes so smart. This creature is so smart. But one of the things that we want to make sure that everyone enjoys the experience, and so we will be putting different levels of difficulty in there, and so you can kind of find the sweet spot.
Smarter Alien.
Yeah.
Or dumber Alien. Now, when I was playing, I know there's a lot of puzzling as well. I mean, it reminds me of sort of classic adventure games in terms of like putting items together and puzzling. So that's part of the experience. Definitely is an adventure aspect as well.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's about the whole journey. It's about the player traveling through this really broken environment. The world itself is almost like a puzzle to the player. Then you've got the sort of, as you say, putting things together, these components together in order to build devices that might help you out or might not,
right.
and give you the chance to survive. So yeah, I mean, and all the while within the context of the Alien potentially being anywhere, that you're having to make a lot of really fast decisions under enormous pressure.
And hiding in hiding in lockers and things.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
it's about using anything anything at your disposal. And by any means necessary, you need to try and survive. And so hiding in a locker is completely valid, and so you're really using the environment to your advantage.
Now, there've been a lot of Alien games over the years, all of varying quality levels. This one looks really good. How is this sort of set in the Alien canon? What is the story?
So Alien Isolation is set 15 years after the Nostromo goes missing. Weyland-Yutani believe that someone has found the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo, and a very small team goes to on this simple mission to go and collect it.
Right.
And Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda volunteers to be part of this crew. Of course, when they arrive at the station, this really remote, desolate space station, obviously she confronts the horror that separated her from her mother in the first place.
Right. So as we play through, tell us about the sort of progression of this game, because obviously, there are new weapons, flamethrowers, things like that. I mean, how does the sort of the hunt or that game between hunter and hunted, how does that evolve as you play the game?
So actually, one of the great things about what we're showing at E3 this year is a new mode that's separate from the main game.
Okay.
And this is a kind of like a time-based challenge mode, which really is this kind of really compressed, really intense experience. And that's, I guess, a kind of distillation of what you were talking about.
Okay.
It's about moment to moment, trying to figure out what the best strategy is. What have you got at hand? What's your most immediate threat?
Right.
Even down to simple things like, should I stay or should I move? I suppose some of the things that you experienced when you played it earlier.
Yeah.
And I think it's just about that kind of making decisions under pressure.
Right.
And again, I think it's interesting because this is a game not about killing; it's about trying to survive.
Right.
And so it does require a lot of planning and kind of consideration of. I suppose we're trying to make every decision meaningful. The motion tracker itself. I think we wanted to make everything have a kind of cost or a risk associated with it. So even simply the motion tracker, which is kind of almost your main weapon, even that has a cost to it. When you bring it up, it gives you some information, but it also blurs out the background, so you lose the information there.
So how many, when you guys play through this, I mean, I can't imagine how many times you die as you play through this game. I mean, that's part of the fun, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I think that's the extraordinary thing for us is that we've been playing this game for, we've been developing this game for almost 4 years, and we play it every day.
Right.
But because the AI is this dynamic reactive entity, that every time we play, it's almost like a first experience for us. So we die, and we yelp and shout and jump because it's not predictable. We can't see what's coming, and so it's a really great development.
No, it's a very different vibe and tone to this game. I think you really have to sort of fully immerse yourself in it. But I mean, it's scary, and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up because you just you don't know what's literally around the corner. It's unpredictable.
Yes,
and we've played through so many games where the enemy's right around that corner. Let me get ready to get them down.
Yeah.
So really cool AI. Well, Alistair, thank you so much for the look at Alien Isolation. It's coming out later this year, right?
Yeah, October the 7th.
October 7th. Lots of games in October, right? Well, when we come back,